Hi, Miss Hunter. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to walk you through my PowerPoint in this voice memo. Slide 1, introducing the topic of organ donation and giving a preview into what the rest of the PowerPoint will include. I will be considering societal, cultural, and religious perspectives, and obviously the advantages and disadvantages the act of donating one's organs has on society. The next slide, slide 2, it's basically a list of pros and cons on an opt-out system on organ donations for transplants. So the good contributions to society are very obvious. It could help save and transform a person's life. However, there is the possibility of rejection, medical implications. It could be harmful and dangerous to the patient and do the opposite of helping them. So yes, it is medically hazardous. It possibly. Then another benefit of donating one's organs is it could help that person's family or loved ones with the grieving process, as they know that their organs are helping another person, and it could bring them joy to see their loved one's organs being passed on and, helping someone else. It can bring awareness to organ donoring if we implement an opt-out system worldwide, make it mandatory. Also, we have such great medical advances in science, so this means that we are capable of doing this. We are capable of doing such a complex procedure. However, there are ethical issues, legal issues, and also the whole idea of your loved one dying. It elicits a lot of emotionality, and there could be high family refusal rates. So some cultures, with some people with different perspectives, everyone has different perspectives, especially on such a sensitive topic, it could be taboo for some people. So yeah. Now slide 3, it shows a balance, a little bit of a holistic perspective on an opt-out system. This is important. It's important to be holistic because considering all the pros and cons are important when you want to implement such a politically heavy thing on society. Slide 4 is a case study. I found this quite interesting. It was done in Australia to see how the Arab-speaking community views the whole concept of organ donation, and it was found that Arab speakers in Australia, that whole community, they were quite emotional and sensitive regarding this concept, and they were quite unfamiliar with organ donation, and they decided to turn to religion as their form of guidance, and they always they prioritize religion and emotionality over the benefits it could have to society, and that is very interesting how people have such different perspectives. So that addresses religious perspectives, it addresses cultural perspectives, and also, a person's disposition and personality. Now, it would be rather rigid it would be very limited to view this whole opt-out system in one light. There are very different, forms of this system, and different forms of consent must also be considered. So that's what slide 5 considers and, sheds light on. Now, one of my favorite slides is slide 6. I love to voice my own opinion. So slide 6 is on my personal viewpoint, and I always have this viewpoint on basically everything in life. There should be a holistic approach on organ donation, because you must consider every aspect, every pro and every con exhaustively before you make such a huge decision implement it in every country in the world, everywhere in the world. It's a huge thing. It has the capacity to cause, incredibly chaotic disagreements and conflict. So morality, ethicality, all of that, everything must be considered, which is why I believe a holistic approach on this is important. You must be open-minded as well. I feel like if you have these rigid religious mindsets on this topic, then that won't be beneficial to society. And obviously, above all, I believe ethicality and legality must always be prioritized. I also believe that there is a lack of education and information out there on organ donation, and people should be informed of this. I believe before making such a decision, before even delving into this subject matter, you must be educated on it and be completely informed. And the last slide is just a bibliography on, how I found my information. Thank you so much for listening and taking the time to view my presentation and hear this voice memo. I'm sorry, PowerPoint's recording feature did not work for me, but thank you.